So if you haven't figured out what this is basically a pump that pumps the washer fluid to the jet streams that sprays in your windshield. So yeah, this should be a fun, hopefully painless DIY project. So you see this already came with a rubber grommet which plugs into the reservoir, which means I fucking wasted coffee money on this for nothing. But it's only $4, so it's not worth sending back, so I don't know, guess we'll keep it for the meantime. So how this thing works is actually a simple process, not really complex at all. So when you pull in your washer fluid stock next to your steering wheel there, it sends voltage right through here to the little motor here. And what this motor does is draws fluid from the reservoir on this side, which feeds it through this tube here. And basically this tube is the one that connects to the hose, which goes all the way up to your spray nozzles. And that's pretty much the basics of it.
On with the show, this is it.
It's a fairly easy project depending on your car. So basically you can remove this mud guard here. And if you can see, holy fuck, that's rusted.
Are you sure
anyway,
about
yeah,
that?
if you can see, that's where the old pump is. Just pop that sucker out and pop this new one in. And that's pretty much all there is to it. When you're doing this, you gotta make sure your fucking reservoir's empty. Me, like an idiot that I am, didn't think ahead, so I gotta get my bucket and let it drain right out. Should be fun.
12 seconds later.
This is where the fun begins, waiting for this thing to drain out. Normally I take these off, but it's not held in by screws, it's held in by zip ties for some weird reason. Either this is shoddy design or this car's been in an accident and they cut corners. I don't know, quite frankly, I don't want to know. Alright, there we go. As you can see, there's clearly a difference between the new one and the old one. Now, I know I said before that this was rusted, and I take that back because plastic actually does not rust. So, obviously, there's some rusted pieces there, and as it got wet, it drained onto the pump here. That's not the main issue why this thing doesn't work. If you turn it over, there's a massive crack there. Yeesh. This thing clearly seen better days. That's pretty much it. Filled up the reservoir. Now, things like this, it's really important to see if you did it right the first time, which is why we're checking for any leakage from the feeding tube and from the grommet there, which goes to the reservoir. And it looks just about dry. If there's any drops here and there, it's from draining it out from before and from me overfilling the funnel up there. But yeah, let's see if this bad boy works. Let's see if this works. Whoa, a little more powerful for my tastes. Oh yeah, there we go. And there you have it. Now you know how to replace a washer fluid pump. Now, depending on the make of the car and the model, as well as who you take it to, a job like this could probably ring you from $100 to maybe $200 if you factor in the part as well as labor. But for me, it's a job took me no more than 30 minutes, the most. And the part itself is probably around $40. But depending if you shop around, you could probably get it for a little cheaper. But there you have it. So if I can do this, you can definitely do it yourself as well.